get mad when I should be over it. I'm penning words filled with rage, spilling poison on the page when I should be focusing. And once it's out, it feels like therapy. But all you get to see is the worst of me. It feels fine when I'm sleeping, but waking up just feels demeaning. And I hate the thought of feeling, 'cause deep down I need some healing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Media Mania Podcast. I'm your host, as always, the Media Maverick, Mike Weldon. And today I'm joined by a very special guest, the man that runs this ring, Atlas Hytower. Mr. Hytower, welcome to the show.
What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing on this Friday?
I'm doing good. We're doing good. I appreciate you taking the time to sit down with me. I'm sorry my co-host can't be here today.
That's fine, man. Hey, people got to do what they got to do, man.
Yeah. So for the people that haven't discovered Atlas Hytower yet, how did you come to be into professional? Like, who are your inspirations to get into professional wrestling?
My inspirations, I mean, I've always said it's been like Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Attitude Era, and all that stuff. But I feel like my inspiration has changed over time, you know. But yeah, I would say like guys from the new generation era, the Attitude Era, Bret Hart, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, you know.
Yeah.
But I was definitely a Stone Cold dude, die hard, bro. Like that right there was my guy. And Booker T was a favorite of mine because I always thought a guy who looked like me should be like a bigger fucking star than he should be. He should be in the ring with like The Rock and The Undertaker. But he eventually ended up doing that. But sometimes I fantasize if Booker T was in the Attitude Era during WWF. That would have been to me.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it's awesome to see, like, you used to have guys like that now. Like, you have Swerve Strickland, Javon Evans, Kevin Knight. They're just like setting the bar high.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, and all those guys are doing great too, man. Everybody says I look like that Trick Williams guy. It's like maybe it's because maybe it's because I'm black and I got dreads too. But like,
I don't know. To me, it's more of Swerve Strickland. You give off more Swerve.
I get that too, man. I get that. Like I did a show a few months ago when this kid, swear to God, man, I told him I am not who you think I am. I am Atlas Hytower. And he's like, nah, man, you're Swerve, bro. You're Swerve. I saw you last week. This kid was like 9 or 10, man. It's like, just stop, dude. Just stop. And then after a while, I was like, you know what, man? Yeah. So I charged him $20 for a picture. I'm bullshitting. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
All about that. That's crazy. That's a crazy story to have.
I didn't charge him though.
So how long have you been into professional wrestling now? And when you got in, who was one of the first people you went to for your training? Like, what school did you go to, or did you just go to a particular person?
How I stumbled upon this dude, it was crazy. Let's go back to the year 2007, okay? When I was 18. Yeah, bro. 18. You was probably I don't want to ask how old you are, and I don't want to tell you my age. But 2007, I was 18 years old. I was lucky enough to go to SmackDown over at the Joe Louis, which was on a Tuesday. That following Saturday, I went to this local flea market that's about 5 minutes away from my house. I go there, I walk in there, I'm browsing, I'm seeing all kinds of stuff, and it's like they're saying that they have pro wrestling here from this
Mm-hmm.
promotion called BCWA, which stands for
Mm-hmm.
Blue Collar Wrestling Association. And I saw this flyer. They told me where this place was in the building. I went to the spot, and I was lucky enough to have the promoter right there. And
Mm-hmm.
I saw his ring, I saw the stage, and I was like, oh my God, what do I got to do all this? Because I've always been a big fan. And like that was like back in '07, and I didn't start officially training until March of 2008 by Briar Wellington, Richie Boy.
Okay.
He's the
Okay.
freaking, he's the guy on the JCW show.
Yeah.
So
Dude, JCW, I did. Oh my, I'm so like, I don't know what it is. I'm so addicted to watching that right now. Like, it's different.
it is a fun show, man. And that's the thing about pro wrestling too. Um, all of it can't be for everybody, but it's something for everybody. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Pro wrestling in itself is open to everybody, man. Like I
Mm-hmm.
love all kinds of it. I love all different kinds of genres. Uh, just pretty much promote what you love, brother.
Mm-hmm. So you started training in 2008, and that since 2008, have you gotten to work with anyone that you've wanted to share a locker room with? Like, be they all right, have if they've been in WWE, if they've been in AEW, TNA, etc. Have you gotten to share a locker room with any of them?
You know what, man? I've got to meet guys, got to share locker rooms with guys, but never ever got to share the ring with guys. Not as much. There are some names that I have been very fortunate and blessed to be in the ring with. One was Adam Rose. Another one
Oh,
was Ricky Morton. Another one is Joey Legend. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but
I've that's one I haven't heard of.
yeah, you should look him up. He's pretty damn good.
I will.
Yeah, man. Shit. But I haven't really had the opportunity to work with names. I've always put it out there, like me being based out of Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Rhino is from Detroit, and everybody here has wrestled Rhino except for me. So right
Mm-hmm.
now, I'm calling out a challenge to Rhino, IWR, the people there, the management, whoever you are. I want my match with Rhino, okay? I made a few posts about it in the past. I've been kind of quiet about it the last few weeks, but I'm calling out the man beast Rhino right now. I want to have a match
You
with
might.
him.
There's one thing you got to be careful with a Rhino. That's his gore, because he will rip you in half.
He can rip me in half with the gore. I've been watching him doing the gore for years.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching him doing the gore for years. I
Yeah.
think everybody's been watching him doing the gore for years.
Yeah.
Haven't we
And not,
evolved from the gore? Haven't we evolved from the gore?
I,
I can
everyone
just
does a spear
leapfrog it
now.
and
Everyone does
boom.
a spear.
I can just
Yeah,
leapfrog it and just hit him with a cutter, bro. 1, 2, 3.
you could. Yeah, and not only Rhino, being in the Michigan, Detroit area. There's like Alex Shelley,
Oh
like
yeah, that's
from
one too. He's on the list.
and Chris Sabin,
Saban's on the
and
list.
so many others. Michigan is just so rich with talent.
Oh yeah, man. And I'm one of them. It's just that some people don't want to mix stuff up from time to time. So hey,
Yeah.
I just only work
Mm-hmm.
here. I don't even call the shots here. I just
You
work
just
here.
work here.
I just work here.
So when when you did get to work with Adam Rose, was it before WWE, before he was in WWE, or after?
This was just after WWE. And working with him was really cool, man. He was telling
Mm-hmm.
me all the stuff I need to do to get there, all the stuff I need to work on, all the things that they look for, and all that good stuff. And that was really, really cool, man. Really, really cool. I've also had tryouts with World Wrestling Entertainment too. I just been told that I've been good, but that was pretty much it though.
You're not
But
where they look. You weren't where they were looking for. Yeah, I've gotten
I'm
to hear that so many times from others.
I'm guessing at the time, yeah. But man, it's like I'm seeing guys on there. It's like, man, they look like me, or do I look like them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't
So,
know.
and the reason I asked about Adam Rose is because like nowadays he looked like the guy that ate Adam Rose.
Yeah. Like he started doing that. He started going to the gym really, really hard after I worked with him. I worked with him about twice, I think, and
Hmm.
afterwards, I would, I would send him, I would send him clips of my matches, and we would keep in touch. But I haven't talked to him in a few years now, man. I
Yeah.
wonder how he's doing.
He's still on the indie scene. I see stuff of him every now and again, dude, and it's hard to recognize him now. Like he's just so like swole now. Like he's gotten huge.
Probably has a beard, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so when how do you like what style of wrestling do you like to interpret when you're in the ring? Do you like to do some high flying flippy moves, or do you like to do like strong style lucha libre, or just does it depend on the opponent you're in the ring with?
I mean, like as far as the style, I feel like I don't know. I mean, I feel like most of the times I adapt to my opponent. But if I would have say
Hmm.
if I, but I would say if I had a style of my own, it would probably be semi striker, brawler, power, high flyer,
Okay.
like a hybrid
Okay.
of that. Even though I don't really do that, I don't do the high flying stuff, but I can hit a six springboard like nothing. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Other than that, though, man, I'll maybe even a little bit of strong, maybe a little bit of strong style too, because I am not afraid to get hit, and I am not afraid to hit hard.
Yeah. So,
So,
are there any promotions, whether they're on the indie scene or one of the big promotions out there that you want to work for in the near
huh?
future?
One of the main one I really want to get to is NCG, Noble Championship Wrestling, man. I have to get that. I have to get to
Okay.
NCG.
Okay. Is there a reason for it?
The reason for it is because have you seen it, man? If you see it, man, you will know exactly what I mean, man. NCG seems amazing to me. Like the production, the whole arena, the people who they have there, like they will get names and they will make names look like they're bigger names than what they are. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that place looks like you are there to be a star. Another one is OVW, Ohio
Hmm.
Valley. Like I have
Yep.
to, I have to get my ass there, man. I had to
Hey,
get my ass there.
I've had the pleasure of interviewing a couple of people that are in OVW right now.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you know him. One of them. His name is Kobe Carter.
Okay. Heard of him. Heard of the guy.
Yeah. He's new to OVW, but he started out. I'm originally from Tennessee. That's how I first discovered him. Was
Hmm.
The Tennessee indie scene. Like who is this guy? This dude look like $1 million. Like he could be in one of the big leagues. Like who is this guy? I want to. And then I started looking him up. I'm like, okay, this dude's been places already.
Right. That dude, like the man looks like he's ready for TV, huh?
Yeah, TV ready. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah. That's what you got to be,
So
man.
so your gear that you wear, do you make your gear yourself, or do you have someone make it for you and they just ship it to you when it's done?
Oh, my man. Well, the gear, well, the actual wrestling gear that I wear, the actual trunks and the
Hmm.
knee pads and the boots, all of that is custom made from Louis Lopez in Mexico. I got the boots made from Ace Boots. Shout out to Ace Boots. They make boots for like WWE guys, you know what I mean, and
Yeah,
girls, you know what I mean. Like Ace Boots is perfection.
yeah, yeah. Because I've had a couple guests on, and they like some of them have gave me like they go just right the high spots, and yeah, one of the go-tos for some people.
You know what, man? Going to high spots is cool if you need something really quick and if you're new, but you have to think about the future, man. Like you can't, you
Mm-hmm.
just can't keep going to high spots. I feel like one of the biggest tips that somebody who is getting into the business is that have
Mm-hmm.
professional looking gear.
Yeah.
Make your gear
Yeah.
look like it's ready for TV. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
spice it up a bit. Have like a cool jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Make your hair in like some kind of way. Wear like some cool fringe on your arms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to say it's not I don't want to say it's not that hard, but a lot of times you don't really have to overthink. You could just think about what your character is and think about
Yeah.
how your character will look and go from there.
Yeah. Because like I'm gonna give an example of someone that didn't have to really think too hard. Is well, John Cena, because he wore a hat, a shirt, jorts, knee pads under his jorts, and he wore a different pair of sneaker. I don't know if they're Jordans every time or Nike, or I don't know what he was always wearing because it was hard to keep up with his shoes. But he was always wearing. He was a sneakerhead. He wore sneakers to the ring.
Mhm. Oh yeah, oh yes, and plus Cena is like his look was like his look was marketable as hell, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
the guy looks like I don't want to say he looks like a cartoon, but he looks like a character that you would see, all bright,
Yeah.
big,
Mm-hmm.
heroic as hell. I think, and to me,
Yeah.
I think John Cena is what Hulk Hogan should have been, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Like John John Cena's a class act, man. You know what I mean? He's a
Mm-hmm.
class act.
So, in your time that you've been in the business, have you had a opponent that has like pushed you to your limit and just brought out the best in you?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. My trainer, amazing Nate Matson. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I done some further training back in 2014, 2015,
Mm-hmm.
and before I started my further training, I was
Mm-hmm.
I was I was booked in a match with amazing Nate Matson, and
Mm-hmm.
that was like the first time that I was like, I don't want like I was afraid to do bad in a match.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to say that I've never been afraid before, but this was like a huge test, and I don't like it when I fail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I saw it as a huge test, and wrestling the guy for the first time, man, it was rough. It
Mm-hmm.
was rough. It was a learning experience, let's say.
Yeah. Of course.
The kind of learning experience where like you're gonna get some shots where it's like, yep, you messed that up, boom. You messed that up too, boom. But now I totally understand why, because back then I was still green, still new. I wasn't really hip to the business yet.
Yeah.
He was a he was a guy who was sharp, who was very he was very mindful of the business, and he was a guy who was always on his game. Even at his I think he's like close to being 50 now, but he's always on his game, and he always gets to
Mm-hmm.
work with like the best talent too. Wherever I see him,
Yeah.
he always pretty much works with the best. But
Yeah.
but that was the one match I had with him. I got beaten up a lot. Uh and like over time, whenever I was in a match with him, I would learn something. It would be a big lesson for me. It would be a big test for me to see if I can pass or fail. And it kind of got to a point to where I know what I'm doing. I know how to execute moves safely. I have a better idea of how to take better care of my opponent. I think that's what he was trying to get to me, because I was a
Mm-hmm.
wiry, fast, jittery type of guy. I thought that I
Yeah.
was doing a bunch of stuff, and I thought that I was cool, but no, I was not. I was actually moving way too fast. He was the one
Yeah.
he was the one who kind of he was the one who kind of beat the speed out of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to slow down. You have to let things settle. You have to let things register. And over time, and that was over a decade ago, and I get it now. Like, and I'm truly blessed for those times I was in the ring with him. Like, amazing Nate
Yeah.
Maxson is simply amazing. Flat out.
Okay. So I'm sure you've heard fans or other wrestlers say this. Like, what do fans of the independent scene not see behind the scenes that wrestlers go through when they're not in the ring? Like, what do they not see? Like the struggles that y'all go through, like getting to the shows, like traveling, like having a like some if you're a new wrestler just starting out, you're scraping by, like barely making any money on these shows. Like, what else do they not see?
I think what people don't see is that, like, the actual work and time that we put every day into this, not just the wrestling, but the responsibilities that we have in just life in general. Rather you have a job outside of
Mhm.
this and you make this into a hobby, or you are full throttle into this no matter what. Um,
Mhm.
the things the things like the things that people don't see is, like, literally, like, the time that you want to get up and exercise, the time you want to make sure you're eating the right things, the
Mhm.
time you want to make designing your gear, the time you want to make sure you have your bookings lined up on your calendar so that way you don't overlap your shit and make somebody upset or make them feel bad or anything. Um,
Yeah.
those the like having ideas for merch and putting ideas for merch on paper and putting it on a shirt, and then that's the stuff that people don't see. That's the stuff that people
Mhm.
don't see, man. Like it's a business, it's a production, it's a it's a business, and it's a business, and it is a production all in itself. And the stuff that the fans see is the finished product. Hopefully it's good. You can boo, you can cheer, do whatever you want, you know. But
Yeah.
uh,
So
but it's
have you?
most definitely a business.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a business. Like, yeah, you're there to entertain the fans, but you also like whether you're a promoter or a talent, you're there to also make some money too.
Of course, that's why you gotta have merch, man. You gotta have shirts, keychains, 8x10s,
Stickers.
stickers. You gotta have hats, man. You
Yeah,
gotta have stuff. You gotta have little wristbands.
for the kids. Yeah, stuff for the kids.
Yeah, man.
So
Kids go
have you
crazy
had?
for that stuff, man. It's awesome.
Oh, they do. So have you had a scary moment in your career, like where you had like you thought you hurt yourself in the ring, or you hurt your opponent in the ring?
Uh, Man, if I ever had a time where I was scared or like I've hurt myself in the ring, or I don't want to say afraid or scared, but I would definitely say more like concerned.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't I don't think I've really experienced anything like that with myself, with other people in the ring. I have,
Hmm.
but as far as me, no. But as far as other people in the ring, we're like, you're in a six man, and guys
Yeah.
are doing stuff here and guys are doing stuff there, and
Hmm.
something goes down, and you're like, why is it so quiet? And it's like, oh, because so and so got dropped in their head, and you know,
Yeah.
you gotta.
I yeah, you because there's been a lot of scary moments in pro wrestling, whether it's been on the indie scene or one of the big. There's been some scary moments where you think someone's gotten hurt, or just one of the worst things that ever happened in pro wrestling. Oh God, I'm gonna show my age for a second. The Owen Hart incident.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was 10 when that happened, and
Yeah.
that was like I I still remember seeing Raw the next night, and I just remember thinking that Owen's going to come out.
Yeah.
But then again, though, I was 10. I didn't really know any better. And that was when I was deep. Like, I was my first time getting into it deep, deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah. hmm So, are there any kinds of matches that you want to have? Like, would it be like something that's not in your wheelhouse that you want to do, like a Extreme Rules match, or uh like as you can see, there's GCW where they do like the death match style of wrestling. Do you like are there any kind of matches that you want to try in your career?
And I have done a death match one time, and I will never do it again. So a death match is out the question for me. Guys can call me a pussy. You guys can call me a wimp. I don't give a damn. I like my body too much. I take care of it. But any other match, bro, ladder, let's get it. Freaking cage match, let's get it. Strap match, let's get it. Extreme
Hey,
rules,
we
even, let's get it. But a death match, sorry, bro, you would never see Alice Hightower go through some light tubes ever.
Yeah, 'cause that's a different that's a whole different breed that has to do that. It's a different breed.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you got to be one ballsy mofo to do that, man. Trust me.
Yeah, you do. So you were talking about you eating right as part of something that goes behind the scenes of wrestlers. Like, is there a training regimen that you do? Like, do you eat a certain way and when you're training? Like, if you go to the gym, like I'm sure you probably go to the gym during the week, but do you have like a cheat
Yeah,
day for your
yeah.
meals?
Uh, I actually train over at this wrestling school called the Ring Masters Lab.
Okay.
It is located in Southwest Detroit, and I'm there 3 times a week, training and working out. Uh, as far as the regimen, I go in there, and if it's a leg day, let's hit the legs, man. If there is a class in the ring and if they're training, I will always give a helping hand. I will give them advice. I would also give them critiques, and I'm also refreshing myself too. So that way when I'm in there, I'm pretty much like program. I pretty much have like a reset. Like a refresh of
Yeah.
certain holds, where to put your hands,
hmm
have the X, all of that stuff, making sure that
Yeah.
I'm sharp like a blade.
Yeah. Right. Do you have like a regimen for your meals? So I see like so many of these wrestlers, they uh they have this protein, like they have these pre-planned meals I see them have. Do you have stuff like that in
My
your
skinny
eating
ass.
regimen?
You over here talking to a guy who is about 6'3", and I've always been just under or just over 200 pounds. I've always been a guy with a high metabolism. Me, I don't have a diet plan. But if I do have a plan, it would be
Mm.
eat whatever you want every 2 hours. And
Yeah.
what what I mean by that is, like, don't have like a full course meal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
hmm
me, I make sure to I make sure I eat every 2 to 3 hours. Rather it's candy, a milkshake,
hmm
pizza, burger, pasta, chicken, tacos. I eat, man. I have to eat.
Yeah.
I have to eat. That's
Yeah.
where the power comes from. Like, I
So
got it.
so after like you get done with the show, say your show gets done the and you're hungry after a show, like what is your go-to? Like if you had to have a go-to meal after a show, what is it?
Man, it's gonna be a hot ass spicy chicken sandwich, brother. Swear to God, man. Hot ass spicy chicken sandwich. I don't care where it's from, Burger King, Raising Cane's, Chick-fil-A. I want a hot ass spicy chicken sandwich. Or, man, I got one. A BOT on pita bread
Okay.
with
What
fries. With chili
have
cheese
you ever
fries. I'm a grease guy.
so So have you ever had like after a show? Have you ever had like a Waffle House? Like, have you ever gone to the Waffle Houses after a show, after a late show?
That's it, man. Like, let me. I hope I don't get no heat for this, bro. I haven't gone to a good Waffle House yet, bro. I went to a Waffle House
Uh,
when I was a kid. When I was a kid, that
mm-hmm,
place was great. But the last couple that I've been to, they
mm-hmm.
haven't been so great. I don't know. I don't know. I might be going to the wrong ones,
It
but
might
I
be.
know that there's one in Toledo, and there's another one. There's one in Toledo, and there's another one. I forget the name of the town, but but I've been there twice, man, and Waffle House
Mhm.
is just probably
Okay.
not my thing, dog. I'm sorry if I get heat, y'all, but
Uh, uh, man, just I love me some Waffle House. I'll say it, I love me some Waffle House.
and I guarantee you, you have that shit all over the place over there in Tennessee, over here in Detroit. The closest one we got is in Ohio.
I live in Ohio now. I moved from Tennessee to Ohio. I live right outside of Columbus.
Oh no shit! Wait a minute,
Yeah, right outside Columbus.
are you close to Piqua?
I live in Circleville, Ohio,
Where's where's that at? Because tomorrow
In
I'm
Pickaway.
driving out.
It's in Pickaway County.
Okay, all right. Because I'm gonna be in Piqua tomorrow for armbar. I'm going up against Savion Truitt for the Immortal Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that's gonna be
I'm
good.
hopeful you'll win it. I'm looking forward to seeing you win it.
Shoot, I better get that thing. You know damn well I will, Mike.
Yeah. So you got me off track now. You got me off track. We got to start for
My,
Waffle.
my bad,
I
bro.
was like, oh no, it's good. Yeah. What was I? Oh yeah. Before your matches, before you go through the curtain or through the door to the ring, do you have like what do you do before you go to your match? Like, do you listen to music? Do you work out before you do you like just do something to get yourself in that mindset before you go through the curtain?
Uh, I always I always give myself a little bit of prayer. That's what I do.
Okay.
A little bit of prayer to make sure that I'm safe and my opponent is safe, and making sure that the fans have a good time, and that's
Hmm.
pretty much it. Making sure, you know, the one up above
So
you never know what could what
yeah, you never know. Like you never know. So
okay.
what is the furthest you've driven for a show so far in your career? Like, how far have you driven or have you flown to for a show?
8 hours,
10 hours?
eight 8 hours, 8.5 hours
8 hours.
from Detroit all the way up to Marquette, Michigan.
Okay.
So you're talking like this is this is this is my state, right? And you got
Yeah.
Detroit right here.
Hmm. Oh damn, that's a good little piece. That's a good little piece to drive.
all
That's a
the
good
way
little.
up, all the way up to the, all the way up to the, all the way up to the, all the way up to the UP.
Hopefully the promoter of that show. Hopefully they gave you a good fat envelope for that show.
Oh, he took care of me, all right. He took care of me, all right.
That would be a fat
Oh,
envelope.
that was, and that was a fun weekend. That was a fun and great weekend. Shout
Well,
out to UPW.
well, we talked about a good one. Oh god, I'm regret even asking this. We've talked about a good promotion. Have you ever had to work with a shady promotion or promoter
Oh
that's
man,
like,
they're all over the place. They're all over the place, man. Oh man, of course I have, man. Of course I had to, bro. I mean, like, I don't really have no stories that come off the top of my head, but yeah, I've done shows where at the end somebody stole the cash box. I've done shows where you got a handshake and a hot dog. I've done shows where like there's like 20 people there, and the promoter expected the whole town to come because he fired up one freaking block or whatever. It's like, yeah, whatever, man. But
Yeah,
yeah,
because
man, they're out there. It happens. It happens.
I've had someone on the podcast, and they told me this is their exact words. They've been in the business 3 or 4 years, and they have yet to have to deal with a shady promoter. I'm like, either I'm gonna say this my show. I'm gonna say it the way I want. You're either one lucky SOB, or you're a damn liar.
They are a damn lie. They a damn lie. That's what they are. Shoot, you've been doing this for 2 to 3 years, and you be thinking that everybody you dealt with is freaking legit. Nah, bro. No, you've been played. You just
Someone's playing you.
no, man.
I didn't say that to them on the show. I did. I wouldn't. I didn't say that to them on the show. But in my head, I'm like, you a damn liar.
They are. They are.
Ain't no
But then
2 or 3
again,
years.
though. But then again, though, you also got to think about it like this: if they're new, they're new. They don't want to sound off-putting. They don't want to sound
Yeah.
uncool. They want to sound cool. They want to sound like they know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But usually they don't.
Yeah. So, for fans that might just be discovering Atlas Hightower through this episode, where all can fans follow and support you at? Like, what? Like, I know you're on Instagram. What other socials can they go and find you at and drop you a follow and just check out some of your
Yeah,
highlights?
you guys can follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, Atlas_Hightower. That's it. I'm not trying to make things hard. I do not have a Twitter yet. I do have I do have a TikTok that is also Atlas_Hightower. Very easy, very simple. Atlas_Hightower on IG, Instagram.
You were,
I
you were
already said,
talking about it a little while ago.
I already said that.
Yeah. You were talking about it a little earlier about merch. Where if people want to go support you, like and buy merch, where all can they go get your merch from? Like, are you on Pro Wrestling Tees or are you on somewhere else?
I am not on a site, but if anybody wants a shirt, I will be more than gladly to ship it to your address, or you can catch me at my next match, where my lovely wife will be selling my merchandise.
I'm definitely going to pick up an Atlas Hightower T-shirt. I'm definitely going to, or some kind of merch.
You will, Mike. You will, Mike. Trust me. We got everything in your size, man.
Oh, that is good to hear because it is so hard, dude. I have to search so far to get wrestling T-shirts. It is so like being a big dude is so hard to find a T-shirt
I know,
that's
man.
wrestling.
I know, and you know what? It's like wrestling fans, like you need like. What about the like? There are some fans that are the size of wrestlers. Okay,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
like some of these fans are huge, and it's like they were asking for a shirt, and I'm like, I got an extra large, but you're like 6'7", 350 solid. Like, I don't have a shirt for you, bro. I'm sorry, man.
I ain't got a shirt. Nah. And so, and some of these guys, they won't be big. Like they'll be big, but like they'll be like bulky, like swole, but like just muscle. But I'm like, they ain't got no shirt for you. No shirt.
No, bro, they ain't got nothing for you, bro. You might as well take a 8x10 and put it on your shirt like this.
Man,
Shit.
something like that. So I want to thank you for coming on the show. This has been a blast of an episode. This is probably one of the best episodes I've done of 2026 so far. And I can't wait to
No
see
shit.
what the man that runs this ring, Atlas Hightower, does for the rest of 2026. I can't wait to see it. And
Thank you.
if you're ever in my area again, I would definitely have to catch you at a show here in Ohio.
For sure, man. For sure, man. But hey,
And
if you guys want to catch me at my next match tomorrow night, I'm going to be at Armbar Pro Wrestling Presents Reality Check. Where I'm going up against the immortal heavyweight wrestling champion, Simeon Troy, going up against the man who runs this ring, and I'm going to be bringing gold back to the D, the 313, courtesy of the man who runs this ring.
well, I want to thank my awesome guest, the man that runs this ring, Atlas Hytower, for coming on the Media Mania Podcast and giving me some of his time, because for guys like him, his time is valuable. For a man that runs stuff, it's valuable. So I want to thank him for coming on the show. And ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever watched the ending of an episode of the Media Mania Podcast, you know how this goes. I've been your host, as always, the Media Maverick, Mike Weldon. This has been my awesome guest, the man that runs this ring, Atlas Hytower. Make sure you go drop him a follow on all of his socials. And if you're at a show that he's on, make sure you pick up some of his merch. I know he'll greatly appreciate it. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, you will catch us on the flip side.